But here's the strange part. If a real human had these powers, would their body actually survive them? First, there's the wall. Real animals can stick to smooth surfaces using millions of microscopic contacts. But humans? We don't have anything close to that. Geckos can do it because they're tiny. But as a body gets bigger, its weight increases much faster than its gripping surface. And that's where Spider-Man has a serious problem. For an ordinary human, a smooth wall offers almost nothing to grip. But Spider-Man would need his entire body to generate enough adhesion to fight gravity. But climbing the wall is only the beginning. The real problem starts when he leaves it, and suddenly has to stop his entire body in midair. He isn't just swinging, his body is moving at high speed, carrying momentum. And when that cable suddenly changes his direction, all that force has to go somewhere. Your shoulder isn't designed to absorb that kind of sudden force. Without extraordinary tendons, joints, and bones, one violent swing could cause a serious injury. And there's another problem. That cable isn't just holding him up, it's carrying the force of his entire moving body. So it would need to be incredibly strong and incredibly reliable. But there's one more thing people forget. The cable needs an anchor. And that anchor has to transfer the force into the building without tearing something apart. But even if he could solve the swinging problem, there's something even bigger to explain: super strength. Because making your muscles stronger isn't enough.
Your muscles aren't working alone. Every bit of extra force also travels through your tendons, joints, and bones. If those parts stayed normal, his own strength could be...
And then there's jumping. He can launch himself across enormous gaps. But the jump isn't the dangerous part. It's what happens when he comes back down. And this is where physics becomes brutal. When he lands, all that energy has to go somewhere. His legs, joints, and spine would have to absorb the impact without failing.
But there's one ability that physics can't explain so easily. He seems to sense danger before it happens. And that's where spider sense enters the picture.
Humans can already react incredibly fast. Our eyes, brain, and nervous system work together in fractions of a second. But sensing danger before your senses detect it? And that's the real problem. It's not one superpower. It's all of them working together. Every ability creates another physical problem for the human body to solve. And that's the real problem. It's not one superpower. It's all of them working together. Every ability creates another physical problem for the human body to solve.
But here's the surprising part. Some of these abilities aren't completely imaginary. Nature has already solved pieces of the puzzle, and scientists are learning from it.
So, could science eventually create something like this? Maybe we could reproduce one ability, or even two, but combining all of them in one human body is...
Imagine, for a moment, that every one of these abilities really existed. The question wouldn't be whether the powers were possible. The question would be whether the human body...
And that's why a real-life version of this hero would need more than extraordinary powers. He would need an extraordinary body built to handle every consequence those powers create. Nature has already created pieces of the superhero fantasy. Animals can cling to walls, react incredibly fast, leap enormous distances, and survive forces that would challenge a human. Nature can give different animals different advantages. But the human body is a complete system. Change one part dramatically, and every other part has to adapt. So, could we ever build a human capable of doing all of this? Maybe, but we'd have to redesign far more than just the muscles.
The biggest obstacle isn't the power itself. It's the biology required to control it. To make these abilities truly work, the entire human body would have to evolve with them.
To make this possible, we wouldn't just need stronger muscles. We'd need stronger bones, tougher connective tissue, faster neural processing, and a...
So could a real human become something like this? Individual abilities are possible. Nature putting them all together in one human body remains a very different story.